Wow. I'm about to go in big. I'm about to go in big in the revolution. I just spent, I don't know, about an hour or two. I don't know how long, I don't pay attention. Watching a bunch of Dan's videos. Yeah, Dan's the one with the beard. He's a paramedic. He saves lives for a living. I don't think he'd put it that way, but that's what he does. I don't know if I'll ever be that able to contribute in this lifetime. And yeah, sure, the contract don't give a shit about, but I don't know. You guys knew when you started watching me, my whole intent was to rid the world of the disproportionate distribution of power and money. And the biggest culprit of that cause, the biggest causation of that, is the business in banking, the business in politics, and the business in law. And these smart contract platforms I see as a vehicle. But how those vehicles are driven, like who's at the wheel of them, these virtual deposit contracts hasn't had any driver like Dan. And I understand my character judgment, it's pretty, you meet the people I hang out with, and so for you to listen to what I have to say about Dan, yeah, I understand what it's worth, but I'm going in as much as I'm willing to let go of, like all of what I'm willing to let go of, because that was my time, essentially. These earnings I have and what I've retained through my work and my understanding of money, and that's my time. And I could sit on that and buy more time with that in the long run. Or I could buy, the opportunity for the people who come after me or the people next to me to have that same opportunity, as well as myself. Risk that for myself. And I don't know really what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I'm trying to say that my opinion matters, and trying to give you reason why my opinion matters about Dan and this revolution contract and what's behind it and what's coming from it and what I'm going to put in it. 20,000 ether ain't nothing. I don't think. $5 million. I live in SoCal. I've been to parties in houses like that. They let people like me in places like that. And it ain't nothing. And this virtual deposit contract space is something that I've got this stupid infatuation for. But this contract specifically, I don't think there's anything like it. And I think, there is no cult of personality in it unless you look at the community of it. It's pretty special. And I feel privileged that somebody like me could be accepted into something like that. I know I'm sounding all humbled and stuff, but today's been just an absolute headache. My MetaMask got all clogged. Discussions with the guys at P3D, it's like bile in your stomach when I speak to them. And I know it's my bile that I'm spewing. Trust me. But this revolution, after speaking with them early this morning and then focusing now on this revolution thing, I'm going to go buy a soda. I'm going to get root beer first. Have a root beer, and then I'm going to, hopefully the contract goes up. Hopefully it goes down. Well, I don't care what the contract's going to do. I'm just going to take a breath. And I'm 99% sure what you're going to hear from me is about revolutions. Phase 1's here. Phase 2 and 3, hopefully I can really be there for it much more than I was for this one. At least the beginning. Thanks, Dan. You're the man. Appreciate it so much. Like and subscribe. Click the bell button if you want to get on the rocket ship to the moon. Yeah, I know I'm trying to sell you something when I say stuff like that. And I know that's what everybody here wants to, everybody in this space wants to hear, and that's why I'm saying it. But I don't think it's the moon of money. Or I think when I speak to going to the moon, I really mean like there's unlimited potential in humans, and going to the moon will be like, you know, driving to your grandma's house. If you want a future like that, join the revolution, in my opinion.